Yo boys and girls, it's your boy Divest here, back with another video for the channel. Can we get a like and subscribe please? There's like 2 videos in 2 days I'm making it. This one probably will be released on the Sunday, maybe the Tuesday, but definitely it's going to be out very soon. But no boys and girls, today we're just going to be doing Southend in or out 2020-21. Very simple title, everything simple. We're doing it over here on Tier Maker. I'll pop the screen over in a sec so you can see it. But no boys and girls, this is just a quick video to say who I think personally we should be getting rid of, who maybe we could loan out, who we should definitely be keeping, because as everyone knows, or if you're not a Southend fan, you're around here, welcome. But no, we cannot sign any players until September as we're under a transfer embargo. So it's a bit like you have to keep a lot of players, but there are some you can maybe afford to loan out for a couple of months to get that game experience, that confidence back. There's some maybe you just think, nah, you're here for another 2 years, we've got to sell you quickly. But no, this video is just dedicated to who I personally think. Leave your comments down below if you just disagree with any of it. I love reading your guys' feedback and I'll make sure to respond to all comments that I get. But no, boys and girls, jumping in straight with this right now. So jumping in straight away, boys and girls. So jumping in straight away, boys and girls, we're going to go with the blonde magician, that is Sam Barrett. And straight away, he's going to go in my keep pile. He was treated a bit unfairly, I feel, in his first season here. He came here from, where was it? Maidenhead, I think it was. And he was a star down there, made all sorts of goals, great assists. It looked like a really young talent for us, and he got injured in his first game. So I felt he's been treated a bit unharshly by the fans. And since he's come back, he's been a little bit of a spark. We need that little bit of flair. Needs the confidence back, though. So I can definitely see us keeping him, whether we get Darren Curry or Craig Fagan. Also leave down below who you think we're getting. There's going to be a video coming out shortly as well about who I think we should be getting. But no, next one up, Jason Demetriou, the Cyprus man, the one who's got over 100 apps for Southend. He is also going to be in the keep pile. I promise, guys, boys and girls, you're going to see a few loans and sales coming up, don't you worry. But no, Jason Demetriou, he's been here for a while, still signed under Phil Brown. He's our penalty taker. I just feel when he's in the midfield, he's a bit more confident in that role. He can also play right back, but he brings confidence to me when he's playing in midfield, as I feel he's got the defensive experience. He runs up and down the wings at right back, so he can control that midfield and run all about. No, I definitely think he's getting to his later years a little bit, but no, I definitely feel we should keep him for another season more in League Two as that experience, as we have a lot of youngsters. Next up, the captain, Timmy Dieng. Mr. Timmy Dieng, he drinks the... I don't even want to start the chant, but no. But no, he is definitely staying. He is our captain. He's definitely got to be staying for at least another couple of seasons. He took the captaincy really well when it was handed to him by Sol Campbell. I can see him having it next season, unless someone can easily overtake him that's been here for a while. But no, I feel he's a big leader. He took the role really well, and he's vital for our next season rebuild. Erin Canali, again... yeah, you know where this one's going. It's going up to the keep pile because, like I said, he was recently in my video for next season, who should be here. Make sure you check out that video, by the way. It's just over on the channel. But nah, he didn't get to see him in his last few games when he was against Bristol Rovers. I think it was Tranmere as well. I think there were a couple there, but apparently he played really well. And as a number 10, he is really good. Thank you for whoever commented that on Twitter. I'll try and find you and put like your name above here, so get followed on Twitter. But no, boys and girls, he suits the number 10 role really well, and yeah, I can't argue. He's a youngster, he's got to break into the team a bit, which he has, and he can definitely stay, as we need all the players we can get. The first one now that we're going to consider maybe getting rid of or loaning is Mitchell Nelson. Why? Because he came in for a few games for us. He looked a bit shaky. He's only just come from the under, what was it, the under 20s, maybe the under 23s. I don't know off the top of my head which one. But no, he just came straight into the team. He made a few little mistakes, which is understandable. But I feel maybe we should let him go out on loan just for a couple of months, maybe even until January, as we do have plenty of centre-backs now that John White, getting my son, has signed a recent contract, or he's agreed terms. So now it's just a waiting game of when he will actually sign. But no, Mitchell Nelson... I feel we can let him go out, get some experience, maybe in the National League, maybe even another League 2 club for 6 months, just to build up his confidence, then come back and he can be fighting for those first team spots. Next up, the first one going on the sell list, Stephen McLaughlin. He's been here for, I think it's approaching 6 years now. He came here from Nottingham Forest, first on loan, then permanent transfer. He is going to be the first one that we sell. Reason for that is he's not consistent enough in games. Some games he could have an absolute worldie, he could curl in a magnificent free kick, he can make brilliant runs, brilliant crosses, vision of a hawk. He is great, but it's not consistent enough. And I've heard links that he's linked with Mansfield and Graham Coughlin, and the fact that he hasn't signed a new contract yet he's been offered one, that makes me feel that maybe, you know, he might be out of here. And it's hard to admit that because I do like him as a player. I'd love him to stay, but I can't see it happening. And if he's already not signing the contract and he's linked with other teams, then perhaps maybe it's just time to say, you know what, mate, thank you for your service, but off you go. We can maybe upgrade for bigger, better. And if we sell him, that's maybe 200k, 150k from Mansfield. Well, if he's out of contract, sorry, I think we still get someone if he's played for at least 6 years. We must get someone. If not, then oh well, it's our loss. Next up, the new boy, Tom Clifford, the one who only recently came in from January, or in January. I can't speak today, boys and girls. Ugh. But no, came in January from the youth team as a left back, and yeah, he is definitely going in the keeper. There is no objections from anyone around here, and if there is, you know what? Just get out, get in the bin. He is class. I have not had one fault about him so far in this last half season that we had. He's got great free kick abilities up and down the line. He acts like he's been in the game for years. So I really hope he can stay and he doesn't get snatched off us by another team. Next up, Elvis Bueno. Yeah, you know straight away where he's going. In the keep pile. 2 fullbacks right there that we need to be keeping. Elvis, a very much fan favourite around Southend. He's been linked with Portsmouth and the likes of other big teams like Sunderland, even a Championship club. It might have been Barnsley, I don't know. But he's been linked with some big boy clubs, but apparently there's no confirmation of it from the club. And he's also got that 1-year extension that was activated earlier this month or last month. But no, he's definitely one we should be keeping. And yeah, he's probably one of the best right backs we've had in a few years, bar maybe John White at right back. He's definitely going to be one of the best. And of course, Andre Blackman. Who the hell doesn't think that Andre Blackman was our best fullback ever? But no, next up, and I've realised I've just missed him a couple of times ago, it is Richard Taylor, and he is going to be joining the loan pile. Reason, similar to Mitchell Nelson, and I've just started scrolling all over the place. Ugh. No, similar to Mitchell Nelson, he's just, yeah, he doesn't have that confidence, which is understandable. They're both young players, they both need that confidence to perform in the game. But no, I remember famously Richard Taylor came in for the Oxford game when Oxford visited Southend, and we conceded after about a minute, or even it might have been just 20 seconds, because he'd headed it back towards the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had no clue about it, and Oxford just got in and nicked it in. And ever since then, he's been left out of the squad. I really haven't heard from him too much, so it's a bit like, oh yeah. So I definitely think, similar to Mitchell Nelson, he should maybe even go out for a year if we haven't seen him for this long. He's a great player at heart. He came from Burnley, but no, he definitely needs that confidence risen back up. So I can see him maybe even the likes of a League One club, maybe. He's got that talent, but he needs it brought out. So I can definitely see him being a loanee for us. Next up, Brandon Goodship. Everyone's going to argue about it. I think we need to keep him for this. He needs to be kept. If his goal ratio back at Weymouth can mirror us, or like what he did at Weymouth, again, we could be hitting top form straight away. You've got the teams like Salford signing players from Mansfield, even signed quite a few players early on to begin with. They're 2 teams that are looking to get up there. We need someone like a good goal poacher who's maybe good at this level or just the level below that can maybe fire us up there. And I feel Goodship's got that ability. Like I said in the other video about the first team, he just needs that confidence, about that booster, just to go like, right, I'm in a lower league now. I need to be performing. I need to be putting these goals home. He was close to the sell pile because he hasn't done much, but I feel we should give him a bit of time. And yeah, maybe we can get some performing. Next up, the big man himself, Big Stevie Umps. Yeah, if he doesn't leave us, or yeah, if he doesn't unfortunately leave us for a good deal or something, I'd love to keep that boy. He is a rock in our team, even though, like I said in the other video, he's been a bit shy in the heading and the physical facility after the nose incident where he got his nose bashed in at Accrington Stanley. I still think, you know, we have to be keeping him. He's that big lump up top, similar to Lennon in the back, that we need to be fighting to get in those balls in the air. Maybe he's got great pace as well to get round defenders. Who can even argue he's one of the best strikers we've had in a couple of years, bar the obvious picks, of course. But no, definitely feel he should be in next season. The next one, if you've watched the previous video, you'll know where he's going. Isaac Hutchinson. Yep, he's going into the keep as well. I know fans, again, similar to all of the players right now, are a bit hit and miss on him. Should we keep him? Is he a bit sloppy? Is he too over the top? Is it his dad or his brother? Is he just a dick? Yeah, but no. Definitely needs to be staying just for the fact he's like similar to Barrett. He's got a bit of flair on him. He can push forward. He's that little exciting talent. On his day, he's a great player. I remember him scoring on his debut, and yeah, he needs to be staying for sure. We can't afford to get rid of too many players, and if we do, then it has to be the right reason, but I can't see us getting rid of him yet. We did turn down a bid for him, so there must be something obviously there that we're missing. Next up, Harry Kriprianu, Cyprus boy. He was here under the Phil Brown era. I believe he came from the youth team as well, very similar to all the rest of this squad, or most of them. But no, he is definitely also going in the keep pile as well. He can play at left back, he can play at centre back. Unfortunately, similar to Barrett, he got injured. I think it was at Wimbledon 2-3 years ago, and he was sidelined for about a year and a half, and then he came back most recently in my final vlog of the last season against Gillingham, and he looked like he just belonged there. You know, that player, again, similar, who was it to? It might have been Barrett or Canali. That's been there, Clifford, that's been there for a few years. He knows the game, and that is him. He looks solid, he looks like an all-round good player, so I feel we should be keeping him, even as backup, or even as a first team start. I don't know. Again, leave comments down below. Who do we think should be starting? Who should be on the subs? Who should we be getting rid of? But no, Cripps, you are going to be staying. Callum Taylor up next. This one is hard because we've only got 3 keepers recognised in the squad, which is Taylor, Oxley and Seedon. And I feel Taylor needs to just go on a bit alone. Some people have been commenting who should start next season. Seedon, I feel, is a good solid keeper. Oxley obviously has that experience. Callum Taylor, bit hit and miss. I know he's from the youth project, he's a Southend boy, but no, I feel he should go on loan just for even 6 months, like I've done with it, or just a short loan, or maybe even a season at a National League club, a League 2 club, something like that. He needs the experience under him because he played, again, similar to Cripps at Gillingham, with Gillingham game, and he looked okay for the final 20. He came on for the injured Oxley. You just could tell he needed that bit more experience. It's only his first professional game. You can't judge people really on one game, but I feel if we're going to make good goalkeepers build up their confidence, they need to go out on loan for a little bit and just build it up. So I feel Taylor, just like I've said with the others, just go out on loan for a bit, learn the game, build a bit more understanding, and then come back and then use the experience to break into the first team. On to the next one, boys and girls. Another goalkeeper, Mark Oxley. For me, in the cell, get in the bin straight away, not having it. He's been here a couple of seasons now. He did win a Player of the Season award, I believe, in his opening season with us. I did check that. I believe it was his opening season. But ever since then, he's been hit with injuries. He's had back issues, so he doesn't control that box really well. He doesn't talk to the defenders, doesn't claim the ball when he should. Instead of maybe catching the ball, he's just parrying it or punching it away. It's just decision-making with him. It's always scary as a fan to watch, just like, okay, it's a corner, oh, you should be catching that easy, mate. And he punches. I know goalkeepers are hard role, don't get me wrong on that. I've not done it. I've not tried ever to be a keeper, but I know it's going to be a hard job to do. But I feel we could get a little bit of cash from Oxley sale, just a little bit, even wherever he goes. If it's back to Scotland like Shaughnessy, or if it's to another English club, just a bit of cash to help us maybe bring in someone for the future, or maybe in a keeper that's experienced, just to train up the younger ones a bit. But I feel an Oxley sale could be what's needed for us just to make a better team out of everything. Nathan Ralph, similarly, if you've watched the other video about the starting 11, you know I'm going to be keeping him in this just for the fact he's only had a couple of games to prove himself. He did win a few on Twitter, a few player of the match votes, so I felt, you know what, we might as well keep you. You're a good replacement if, like, you could be on the bench or come on, or you could be starting in case Elvis or Clifford's injured. But no, definitely, he's not had enough time to prove himself. I think, you know what, we'll give you a bit more time. Charlie Kelman, the youngster, you know where you're going, mate. Get straight in that keep pile. He scored from halfway against Plymouth this season. I think it was 6 in about 29 games. He's been one of the, I think, the top scorer of this season. So you can't argue with those facts, really. He has to stay. We turned down an offer from Spurs back in January of like 600k for him, and nah. I don't want him going anywhere. If we're only going to have a couple of strikers next season, we need to make sure that we know who they are and that they're a good all-round player. Maybe you could argue he's a bit small, he's inexperienced, he doesn't challenge as much as he should, but I feel when he's out there, he's definitely chasing that ball down. He's going around all players, he's cracking off a shot when he can, but nah, definitely in the keep pile. Kenny Coker up next. I've only seen him come off the bench a couple of times under Sol Campbell and maybe Gary Waddock once or twice. But no, I feel it's time for him to get a loan. Similar to the other boys, just needs that confidence. He's only 16 years old, so for a 16-year-old to be playing for a professional first team is quite an outstanding achievement in itself. But I feel give him 6 months out, League 2 club, National League, maybe even, I won't go any higher. He needs to be starting games, needs to be breaking into teams, or even just stay with the youth squad. But no, I feel we could definitely let him go out on loan, just get some goals under his belt, and then he can come back, like similar to Taylor, use the experience, break through into the team, and he is sorted. Well, if he stays with Southend, that is. Matt Rush up next. Again, another difficult one. I was flicking between sell, loan, maybe even keep a couple of times, but he does join the loan pile, unfortunately, for some. Only reason he is on the loan pile is because, like similar to the others, it's a confidence booster. There's a lot of youngsters here. He was up there originally, and I have literally just changed my thoughts right now about it. But no, I'm going to leave him in the loan pile, just a short loan again, maybe even 3 months, out somewhere. He's not going to probably get ahead of Kelman or Humphreys or even Goodship. He might be a substitute, he might be used as a substitute to come on, but yeah, I can't see him breaking through. He had a terrific youth record of scoring goals, but I can't see him like breaking through anytime soon. So maybe get that loan out there, just get yourself sorted out, son, and come back, use the experience, break in. John White, Mr. Southend up next. You can't argue. He's just signed a new contract. Hopefully, we've agreed terms with it. It's in a matter of days. He's got to be signing that thing. But he is definitely one for the keeper. He is Mr. Southend. I'm getting him on the back of the new Southend shirt next season. There'll be a video on that one as well. But no, he is definitely one to be keeping. He's an experienced centre back. He kept us up last season from the season before against Sunderland with that amazing overhead kick. I'll try and find the clip and put it somewhere here now. Yep. Hopefully you've seen that now. But no, you can't argue with him. He is a brilliant guy all round. I met him once outside the ground and he's a terrific guy. So definitely in the keep pile. One of the youths again here, like I've said with a lot of these players, surprisingly, Terrell Egbury, as I've said in the previous video, I don't really like him too much, but I think he's too small, doesn't work on the wing, just completely wrong. But every time I say this, he proves me wrong. He's on the wing, he's a little magician, he's got flair, he's always drawing fouls, even with that little height, he always draws fouls so well. He even budges a few players off the ball, which is surprising as hell to see. But nah, he's definitely staying in the keep pile. We need some wingers for next season. So we have Barrett, we've got Hutchinson, we've got Egbury, even Canali if we want, maybe even Ralph. We've got a couple there. And if we're getting rid of McLaughlin, like I said, out with the old, in with the new. Egbury being the new, he needs to be here. Even though it's a bit hard to say, I think he needs to be here. Harry Lennon. Now, this is where these last two will be interesting. He could have gone in this pile so easily for what he's done for Southend. He went to the Dover match, he got caught drinking with the other team, or he could be here because he scored against Bolton and he's a big lump. And I'm going to throw him in the keep pile. We need him there. Like I just said, he's a big lump in defence. You need one of them in defence. You need a somewhat quick defender who can turn and chase the ball. And you need one who's a big bloody lump in the way that will block anyone coming past, be great in the air. And that's what we need next season, is a big lump like him. You could argue John White could be that big lump that gets in the air, turns and gets, but you could do it all. Yep, but we will need replacements and backup. You could say Cripiano. I just feel, even if it's just till January, we just need someone there to cover the bases, just to go, you know what, you ain't getting past me. You ain't going to win this header against me in the air. And finally, the last player of this thing, hopefully, for now, is Mr. Harry Seedon. I know that picture looks really awkward. That was really hard to find as well. But no, Harry Seedon, yeah, he's in the keep pile. The only keeper I feel that we should be keeping in this pile is Mr. Seedon. Only reason why, he's played a couple games for us this season and he just looked the most confident in that. He signed a new contract extension as well. He's passionate about breaking into the team. Ricky Duncan's been heaping praise on him. So yeah, you can't argue with that fact that he just looks the most confident. He looks more confident than Oxley, who's had that experience. Callum Taylor, I think it's unfair to judge him, so we're giving him that loan out. So Seedon is the last resort. Well, not last resort, sorry, that's wrong. Like, the one who I believe is the most confident in that net. And even if we sell Oxley and get some cash for him, then we could even use that, like I said, for a new keeper, an experienced keeper, to maybe help Seedon, or maybe just to be the first team keeper, depending on who we bring in as manager as well, is also a different thing. But no, boys and girls, this is going to wrap up the video here. Like I've just said a couple of times, there are going to be some new videos coming out. I am starting to get back into the role of this now. I'm really enjoying this YouTube grind right now. I'm glad to see so many new faces here. I'm looking at the views every time I wake up in the morning, seeing how far they're going up. I'm trying to learn from all your feedback to make this channel as great as we can once again. Don't you forget, boys and girls, I'm coming back for those vlogs. I'm going to do as many Southend games as you can, so don't you be missing a second of those vlogs when they come back. I'm going to wrap this up here, boys and girls. My name's been Diversity, and guess what, guys? It goes like peace.